Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the xsinick show. It's a show where it's a stream. I should call this the xsinick stream. Maybe we change the title for the new year, right? It's a stream where where we do art. We do different kinds of art. We do mostly 3D art. We do some 2D art. We do sculpting in 3D. I may draw live at some point. If it comes up to it, and I'll stream myself actually drawing live. That might be kind of fun. But I mostly do it on the Wacom, so it's a little sharper, a little cleaner, and that kind of thing. But whatever you guys think is cool, let me know. In the about part of this stream, you can leave a comment, and there's like a inbox section, so you can leave a comment there. If you're on YouTube, you could leave a comment on the video. You could DM me on Discord. Let me know what you think about me drawing live or anything that you might think is cool based upon the things that we've been doing here. We've been mostly using the Godot game engine to put assets into. I'm not above like checking out other engines that could run on Linux, right? So like, we could check those out too at some point, but my main work is in Godot because that's what we're developing these assets for. It's a game that's in Godot, but the Blender game engine is fine. The Blender game engine it still exists out there, right? It's called UpBGE, so we could check that out. It's free. I think like Unreal, a lot of people are interested in Unreal. I'm not sure if Unreal runs on Linux. I know for sure it runs on Windows. If it does run on Linux, we could probably check it out. There's a couple others out there. There's like Lumberyard. There is the CryEngine. Whatever we could get running on Linux, we could check those engines out. The game engines are how it's called an engine, right? Because you could code in it and apply code and scripts and different things to allow to give your game world life. You could put interactivity in objects. So when you design all these cool things, then you can make it interactive with your game character or your first person camera or whatever it might be, or make it interact with other things inside of the level. All that's where all those coding skills and math skills and geometry skills come into play. So there's a lot that kind of comes into play when you're when you're doing this kind of stuff for interactivity, for another person to interact with it and that kind of thing. So with that said, that introduces a lot of bugs, and that's why sometimes you play a game and you might get like certain bugs and people exploit the bugs, and it's fun and that kind of thing to exploit them. Or you might send a note back to the company that made the game and say, hey, there's a bug in the game and it's breaking the game or whatever it is. Because these things are complex, right? That's why it's called an engine, right? Like a mechanic works on an engine and it's complex. That's why some game companies build their own engines, and they have their own engines because they know exactly what to put into it, and if it's broken anywhere, they know exactly where to go. But with that said, I always like to talk about these things. So I'm not sure like who's out there is watching, like how much you know or how much you don't know or whatever it is. So I just kind of like say general things. So if anybody's wondering, I kind of covered certain topics. But coming to what we're doing today. So yesterday we did some blocking of a barricade system, I think, for the bad guys, and just to add some clutter into the game level, and to also add like another element of gameplay, right? So we could use these little pieces of things that goes along with the world and goes along with the story, and we could use it to add some interest into each level, right? And I'm calling it a barricade, right? But it could be like it's basically like something where you could use it as a cover system. It's like a wall. So I don't know why all of a sudden the music feels a little annoying to me. But anyway, guys, maybe we change the song here. Anyway, guys, so let's come back to basics here. We're gonna look for some concepts. We already have a shape that we blocked out in the game engine from yesterday, so we're gonna continue with that. But we're gonna use different designs that other artists done to kind of inform our own design, right? So you could get inspiration from other artists' design. You get inspiration from real life. It's like using real photographs and stuff of like what a police barricade or military barricade might look like if you're gonna do that kind of stuff. I think last time we looked up images for the ammo box, and we used actually real photographs that we kind of just looked up online in Google Images, and it kind of informed what we did for part of the ammo box. Now I'm doing the barricade, and we're going to do the same thing, but I'm looking for different artist interpretations of like tech walls and tech objects, and I'm going to like try to compile all those into a singular design that we could use to make this thing look cool and to also fit into the game world that we're working on. That's why you don't want to like totally pull from another artist's design, because it may not fit into what it is you're doing. Now you could use another artist's design if you're just practicing, right? But if you're creating stuff that you're potentially going to sell or you're going to give away, you know, try to at least put some of your own originality into it, or combine a bunch of different things so it looks a little more original than just plagiarism. I think that's what they call it. But anyways, with all that said, guys, let's just jump right in. You know me with these long speeches at the beginning. Hey, you know, basically xsinick should have been a monologue so far. So I'm going to try to talk less and do more designing and do more concepting and just have some fun. Okay, guys, let's go. Thanks for joining. Let's go. Let's see what's up. Okie dokie. So here we are. So I was just looking through some of these little inspirational folders that I have. And I was trying to pick out things, shapes and objects that look interesting to me. You know what? There was this image here that I thought looked interesting, and it's like this part of the image. So I think I'm gonna grab that. So far I'm dumping in a folder things that I think might lend for that barricade, like little different elements, and any ideas that you know that we come up with. You know, we could use that. See, this is like a real image of some kind of doohickey from somewhere. So there's several things that we could actually there's several things that we could do with this. You know, one, of course, we could do sketching. We could sketch from these designs. We could do photo bashing, and we could dump some of the stuff into AI and see if it could like rejumble some of the stuff and get something a little bit different. So I'm looking for anything that looks like an element or a design or shape or even colors that would kind of lend for what it is, you know, the feel of what it is we're doing here. A lot of these things, you know, for me, you know, it's just things that I think, you know, lend for color and shapes more than the actual design itself. You know, I had this image for a long time. I kind of like the fact that it looks like it's open and closed. Okay, we definitely use some of the vibe of some of these things. I like the solid nature of this. I think this is a real object. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is another hoisting equipment. Yeah, this is another like real image. Look at this. I like this. Look at this. These blue metal bracing around here. I like that. Isn't that cool? No, you can't beat real world, you know, real world hard surfacing and that kind of thing. Also, if you're designing or you're like doing 3D or you're drawing or anything like that that's creative with art and you're having fun, always take time to get inspired, right? Don't rush yourself. You're only as good as how inspired you are to do what it is you want to do. So now these are like, that's what you like a regular barricade. Now sometimes when you're designing like futuristic stuff, sometimes it's good to add elements that people recognize today, right? I don't know why I have this in here, but it's pretty interesting. This is what a regular barricade looks. You know, I'm gonna grab this and put that there. Let's see if we can innovate on that. Okay, so here's my folder here. Let's just look through what, you know, things that, you know, I think could inform the design. I don't think I want to go with this. Let's get rid of that. There was an image of something kind of a little bit blocky. I like the way this feels. Let's put this in there. Somebody drew that. Okay, let's take a look now in the folder. So we got this image. I like this image for this part right here. Right, so maybe that's an idea. I like the structure that this gives, and have like a bit of orange here happening. I like this. I like this part here. This thing that looks like a handle. Even these slits here are kind of cool. Right, fully, you know, and this is like a conventional concrete barrier, right? Something you see on a highway, or what they would actually use in real life as a barricade. Okay, let's take a while and let this kind of marinate and soak in our heads for a minute. You know what? I'll kind of like run through this folder and let it play. Especially if you're doing something and you're not part of a team, right? And it's kind of like you're doing it solo. If you're a part of a team, you kind of play off each other, right? Somebody might like soft surfaces and curves, another person might like hard surfaces, one person like realistic material, another person like more cartoonic colored materials. And when you mix all that together, you get something looking really cool. But if you're by yourself, you kind of have to let like different elements soak into your head and see, this is what I'm about. You know, I like this and I like that and I like that. But if you go off and you just say, I just want something to look cool, and it doesn't really make sense, you know, sometimes it doesn't work.
Hello, my friend.
Okay, so I'm letting a lot of these designs soak into my head. You know, a lot of these things that people drew themselves. You know, that I think it's cool. You know, if you have a folder of like cool ideas or cool drawings or shapes or photographs, you know, you take your time and look through them and try to realize what in that thing that you like. You know, kind of like this shape right here. What's happening here? I like the skirted curve of that. I like the fact that this looks kind of layered. The person kind of layered it. You know, and then there's this bits of this red here, and then there's these little circle divots or something. It looks constructed, right? Like it's made up. Like this singular shape is made up of several pieces to get to this shape. I like this color right here, and the way it looks like a separate element that's being riveted or clasped on here. So all this is going to land for when we're doing the barricade. Again, I like the fact that this person shows how this opens up, and then all this is negative, and when everything comes together, it's positive. You know, all the lights are connected, everything is connected. It makes sense that this could be connected this way, and this is like a switch. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You could totally read what that is. And this looks like some sort of compound, right? But I like the solid feel, the blocky feel, and then they come in with these cuts, right? Because nothing is made up of a singular block like that, so they probably show where is the different pieces that are keyed together. I like that. And here we are with another tech object. I like the color, I like the cuts, like definitely industrial design, hard surface type stuff. Things that are trivial to do in 3D code, and even in Blender with box cutter. But you gotta learn box cutter, right? You gotta know where things are in box cutter. And that's the next thing. If you want to you know, I realize for me, you know, for me, I would say for me, right? For me, I'm not giving advice to anyone out there, but for me, when I jump into tools, right? Like I like to take my time to kind of get to know the tool a little bit. You know, there's certain things I look for according to the task I want to do with a tool. You know, if I'm doing modeling, I want to be able to boolean with it easier. And booleaning, right, is taking one shape and using it to cut out a next shape, or using it to merge into a next shape, or use it to intersect into a next shape. So that's the three main parts of booleaning there. Being able to take two shapes and make another shape out of it. You could do that in 3D. You know, next thing I like to look for is edge tools, like how you could move edges around. You know, extrude, of course, is the like one of the top things. If you could extrude a face, which is a side of an object, if you could extrude that out. So I look for all these things. Can you make cuts? Can you make random cuts in there? A lot of modeling tools have knives. You know, you could like get a knife tool or something, and you could cut, you know, shapes out of it or lines out of it. So those are the things I like to look for. I like this. You know what I like this for? Because it has like a platform here, and all, you know, our wall is almost like this. I like this. I'm gonna actually take that image. You see, it's a good thing. Sometimes you will look through and let things soak in. You find things. So this here, I think it's important. This could almost be our barricade almost all together. I like the step there. Maybe that's something we totally should do. You know, have that ramp, or have a step down. Everything has to be contained within a square, I'm thinking. Okay, this is some sort of gyro thing, cause look at that. You know, this could be the is this the inside of a mouse? Nope, there's some kind of gyroscope type thing. Okay, somebody, you know, kind of solid surface parts, probably for actual 3D printing. That's what this is. I just like, you know, the practicality that you have to make these certain cuts in there in order for things to link up to other things. This is an actual part, you know, for a real world object. Notice how they have to make these cuts in there to allow to make things so they can hook up other things into there, and they use wires, right? Sometimes it's not as futuristic as you know, there's like wires and like clips and stuff. I like the materials on this. This part here looks, this is a glove right here, it's a person's hand. This part here looks ceramic, like this is a ceramic or stone part right here, and the rest of this is metal. And there's some kind of anodized kind of blue steel or something like that. Yep, and another kind of gyroscope type real world object. Okay, so yeah, I think for me, you know, a lot of this is soaked in. Okay, let's see if we could get to going with designing our barricade. So how should we do this? Maybe the thing to do is to we could. Oh, look at this. This is from Star Citizen actually. Maybe we could photo bash, right? Start with a drawing, then start photo bashing. Right, in photo bashing, you're taking pieces of another image and kind of bringing them together. Let's see what that. What that will look like. Let's go into the Gimp, bring that out, and we could probably come up with a design that we could then use in 3D Code to model, or we could use it in Blender also to model. So let's do that. Let's get the concept going. We already have the rough shape of it. So you know what? Let's put a rough shape in here also. Let's do that. So I remember I exported it to Blender. So we're gonna come into Blender and see if we can get it. Barricade. Yeah, this is a rough shape of the barricade that I have in Blender. I'm gonna go for like a little three-quarter view vibe right here. No big deal, you know, we could just literally screenshot this. I'm gonna hide the yeah, let's take a screenshot of that. Okay, here we go. It's a screenshot. So I'm gonna save that. All right. I'm gonna turn back on my guides here. Save this and let's close Blender. I'm gonna dump this guy in here. So this is a little screenshot of our barricade. Let's go into the Gimp. Let's see how we could put this together. Oh, my bad. Let's go new here. I'll probably want to copy this into the Wacom, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Alright, let's not do that for now. Let's just stick with the mouse. I know a lot of people out there just have mice, so let's just stick with that there. Let's see, surprised you can't just copy and paste a thing in here. Oh, okay, there you go. Let's get a location. Let's make a little board here. But before we do, you know, we're going to photo bash, so let's open it for photo bashing. Okay, I'm just gonna go right out. Just gonna grab this guy here. You're just gonna grab the pieces that we like. I like this whole piece right here. I think it's pretty cool. I'm using the lasso tool in the Gimp, the lasso tool. This is going to be really rough because in the end, I'm just going to draw over. We do have our initial shape and concept. We can stick. You don't have to stick with that 100%, but you know it's a good start. We definitely don't want to use all of what, you know, of what this is here, because this is somebody else's design, but it's a good starting place to kind of fill up the canvas with some ideas real quick. See, already there, the ideas for me has already started to flow. I'll bring this up to here. I'm going to use a different tool. I'm trying to get this to fit somewhat in there, so I have a different idea how to do that. Let's do that. Let's use the different idea. I'm gonna break this up into pieces. What we should do is break it up into elements. Okay, so that's an element. And this is going to change very much from what I'm doing here. Yeah, so that's an element. Let's get this part here as an element. Yeah, this is a better technique here. Sometimes simple is better, right? Simpler you can make it, the better. I think maybe this needs to be here, and then this. Okay, so yep. Something like that. Okay, so I see what has to happen here. So this is a part there. This part goes all the way down. Yeah, that part is like that. Should probably go like halfway here. It should be a flat floor. Big block eraser. Something like that. Duplicate this guy. That's a real angle on that. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, as far as that would. Make a copy of this. Move that like so. We could sort that out. We're just photo bashing here, so this is definitely not what the final design is gonna look like. It's just literally a rough. Okay, let's see what other elements. No, we could try to flip this. Let's see if we could do that. Let's duplicate that guy. Digging that a little bit. Okay, so this could carry down like that. My Franken step here, right here. I'm gonna flip this layer. Yep, it's my little Franken step. Come in here with a little brush. Just suck up this color right here. That's fine. I'm just building up stuff, and then this is to be echoed over here, and then we're gonna pull from another thing. Hide that. Let's make a cut here. And a cut to this angle. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, so that's good Frankenstein up. I see Frankenstein is just made of different, you know, that's like different pieces and stuff. That's what I mean by that. Yeah, let's use that. Let's cut along here. So we could get back this shape here. Okay. That works. I'm gonna copy that over here. Yeah, let's just kind of squeeze it into shape. Let's we could mirror. Probably wouldn't want to mirror that. Let's just squeeze it in as is. I'll bring that into somewhat view there. Bring that here. Make sure I kind of get at least the points somewhat close. It doesn't have to be 100%, because once we start painting over, a lot of this stuff is, you know, we could correct a lot of this stuff just with a paint over. I mean, is the overall shape what it is we want? I don't know. Okay, so that's cool for now. It's not perfect, but we got something shoved in there. Gotta get back the silhouette a little bit. Let's just cut into here. It's all good. Yeah, I'm kind of almost using any method to just kind of populate this thing. So, okay, so you got something somewhat there. Got a little Franken step here. Bring that out there. Okay, now let's look for different elements now. So adding elements to this thing. So actually these should be over here. Let's duplicate this. Flip. I'm gonna flip. Maybe something like that. It's all good. I suspect there's something that comes out from here. It's all good. We could just still cut that off. But we just kind of want to hint at something back there. Merge down. Duplicate this. Let's move this back here. And we just seen a little piece of that. So all that is a little piece right there. Hey. Alrighty. Let's save this. We haven't saved yet. So this is a native Gimp file, so we can have all the layers in there. All right, so we totally cannibalized that drawing and use all kinds of stuff. Let's look for another one. Okay, dokie. So I like this. So let's use some of this. Yeah, so this photo bashing is definitely a technique, you know, I've seen people use online. They use it professionally to just kind of get, you know, some ideas happening. I'm kind of digging that. I don't wanna have that like that because that'll totally. We need something going on with that middle piece. Aha. Okay. You know what? Let's use this. Let's use this thing here. I'm gonna use this part here. Again, because with photo bashing, you don't have to be like overly neat. We're gonna definitely do a paint over, and a lot of this is gonna change. But it gives us, you know, like a good, like a little bit of a running start with ideas. Here we are. We have a little element here. I'm thinking I will use this element like right up in here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and cut these. The reason why I'm using the lasso tool to cut this out, not using a magic wand, because the magic wand tends to leave like these kind of like jagged edges and stuff. You know, and if you just use like a lasso tool or even the path tool, you know, you don't get that. You don't get those jagged edges. And we're just being rough here again. Did this even cut out? There you go. And we don't have to be pixel perfect on this, because again, we're gonna paint over. Now I'm gonna make a copy of this, so we might want to use this again for something else. I'm gonna come here. We're just gonna shimmy it into place. It's not gonna be perfect, but of course, you know, it's gonna lend for an idea. Select the right thing, then we'll be okay. But we're just lending for it. We're just, you know, trying to get an idea here. Let's do something like that. Not quite half, because that's too, you know, let's go a little above half. You can rotate like that, it's not bad. Almost a little bit of a rail happening. Maybe that's not bad right there. Could be a little smaller. Okay. See? It's something. Let's move that. Let's duplicate this. Okay, so this is need. Of course, this we're gonna fix that up. Am I pressing the wrong button or what's going on here? Yeah, okay, so that's gonna have to be fixed up. This feels a little bit better. Ah, come on. What is going on here? Is this not... Oh, okay, it's just not showing up for some reason, but we got it. this could flow into this. So immediately coming up with a different shape.
That's good.
Let's see if we can carry this this little element all the way through. Gonna do one more. I think this could be one thing instead of having this little piece right there. So we could cut that. We want to leave this opening as clear as possible. Something like this. Maybe this comes here. Let's go from here. So, yeah. And of course, you have none of this stuff up here. See if we could just go straight to that edge. Okay. Let's copy this. So it's gonna be like this. Be like right there. It's okay if it looks a little Frankenstein-y, you know, meaning that it's, you know, just a bunch of like stuff just kind of put together. At least for now. Well, let's get the overall size and then we'll just put the pieces together. Okay, so I like this overall size here. Let's make this a little bit smaller. We're gonna piece it together like we did with the other one. Like that. grab this piece. Let's grab this other piece down here. Portion's not quite right, but yeah, this needed to be a little more like that. Could draw a line to kind of guide everything. Just for the sake of stuff here, let's just leave this like this. Okay, we're just gonna carry through the idea. It's all good. Kind of a general idea. The proportion on this is off, but it's the perspective on this is off, but it's all good. Just try your best to kind of make it look somewhat correct. I mean, in the end, this is just to inform the design. This is not the we're not doing art to be actually used in the asset itself. It's just to inform what we do. Try to get us a little more like that, like the angle like that is there. Okay, that angle looks somewhat alright. Okay, and these are just, you know, things to guide the design, right? That's what we're doing. Let's cut this here. Let's just leave that. Let's cut it. Cut that. Okay. So of course this will be mirrored on the other side, like that. Well, it doesn't have to. This could literally stay like this. Okay, let's see what else we have. And this is a real Frankenstein. Thinking about Christmas. Frankenstein thing in the true sense of the word. It ain't pretty, but it'll have to do. I like this. I'm gonna use this. Let's grab this part right here. I think it's pretty cool. It could lend for something unique. Oh, maybe this... Okay, I have an idea here. So maybe this is further kind of divoted down. Probably something like this. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Do something like that. You could fill that up. Certainly it's not boring. There's all kinds of doohickeys happening in here. I like the little bits of yellow in there. Okay, so yeah, so all this is going to have to be worked out. Let's clean this part up here real quick. What else can we add to this? This is a lot of fun. Just putting in all kinds of like doodads and kind of trash. You know, making like a trashy drawing. Certainly takes all the pressure off of trying to make something like photoreal or cool. Oh, that's part of that. Okay. Yeah, something like that, okay. We haven't even actually begun painting on anything as yet. Man, look at this. It's a mess. Nice. It's gonna be cool. I think I should cut this, these things should be cut down like this. Like so. Man, look at this Frankenstein of a thing. So we kind of preserved our original shape. Let's see if there's anything else we could grab from anywhere else. I'm just gonna make these slightly different shade just to pop it out just a little bit. Yeah, definitely not perfect, but definitely something to kind of, we'll work on that. It should be darker. Whoa. Yeah, work on that. Okay, so looking at this. Chess piece on a cube. We'll definitely have to break up this cube shape to allow for more interesting allow for a more interesting design or something. Let's see what else we could do with the floor here. Let's take a look. And I actually like this thing here. I think I'll use that for the floor. Let's come in here, let's grab this. Let's see how we could use this. Yeah, totally. That's what the floor is. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, okay. Okay, so I think like at this point in time it's overdone. copy this over on this side. Yeah, so I mean, this is a crazy piece of tech. Probably try to simplify it a little bit more so it fits in with everything, but yeah, I think this works. So I'll duplicate this. Just flip it. It's all kinds of crazy up in here. I don't know if these orange arms actually is needed. You know what? I don't think so, guys. It was an idea. I mean, we could fix it up to make it look cool, but... I think it looks better without that stuff. I mean, it could be on one side so everything is not so asymmetrical. Oh, I mean, sorry, not so symmetrical. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Boinks. Yeah, no. Not working. Yeah, so sometimes you do things and it's not working, but the color could work. The color of what it is could work. Let's see. Watch. Let's grab that. Maybe the color of what's there could work. Just screw around with this a little bit here. I'm gonna get rid of this. Then I'm gonna take this guy. Do something like that. Bring these two together. Oh. Bring this up to the tippy top. Something kind of like that. Okay, Dokely. Right, so we kind of have something going on there. I'm going to change this red here to that type of orange. So it's an idea, right? We're just trying to get the idea happening. Change the color of that. The yellow mightn't be too bad. Let's stick with the orange. Let's stick with the orange. So we got another orange in that one. Where she's now. Let's come back with that orange. Like so. Okay, so we kind of have something happening here in terms of a theme. This technically could be a light. Okay, so see how this is right here? I would collapse all this and just go in with a brush and just start like just brushing everywhere up and making this into something that that feels original as can be. One thing I'm liking here, I think I could carry this this tubing thing all along the sides of the cube. I like that. So let's see if we could do something like that with what we got. Let's just save. So yeah, the concept art is it's a stream by itself. We haven't even started modeling this thing. I mean, we kind of did, but you know, I mean, we could get into modeling more. Let's see if we could carry this down through. Yeah, I like that. Just grab that. And the cool thing about this is that not everything is not guaranteed to work, right? We're just working with what we could. It's an adventure. At least this part is an idea, and of course, you know, once we're doing it, we could develop the idea more, right? At least the idea in this is that this is wrapping back over. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, here we go. It's a tech cube. We did a tech box and now it's like a tech cube. Ooh. Yeah, at least it could go down to here, and then it goes into something different. At least that side and the other side, yeah. And we could come up with other things to do on the other sides. We could literally try to mirror this, like this half here, and just mirror the other part down. That might be a thing. Something like that. Mirror that part back. Yeah, the light sucks. I'm scared of that. Keep it all hard, no lit anything. We just have some semblance of like some color here. I don't know if the orange is working or not. Change that orange to something else. Change that to like a red or something. Oh, military green. That's what we've been using so far. There's also there's also like blue. Kind of shows authority. That kind of cyan looks medical. Okay, let's come in here. You know what? Yellow is fine. I just drop that yellow on there, and that's gonna work. Yep. Yep. That's gonna work for now. Let's look for these little pieces right here, and that's the yellow. There you go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, yellows, and we got metallic colors, and then we have the orange. I think these should be yellow here. The orange should, maybe stick to the ground. All right, this is fine. Let's move on. It's like one of those things you can keep tweaking until there's no tomorrow. Oops. Let's see if we could dump a color in there. It's a little bit darker. Yep. It's gonna show that up like so. Now I'm thinking like maybe these want that same kind of color. This should be like, you know, part of the same thing. But you know, we could like totally do that in 3D and kind of get away with that way. What I'm gonna do here, I'll give this a little bit of shadow. It's a little bit. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. This is this is a kind of platform cube thing. I'll be right back. Be right back. I'm gonna brighten this bad boy up here. Something like so. Ah, come on. Okay, more concept art design. I'm trying to dump all this into a folder, and then we're gonna start like fixing this up with paint. That's all the yellow. Turn that down a bit. Be a little bit distracting. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start dumping all this in here. Come and see how it was constructed by me dumping these layers in. Oh man. Okay. All these are the layers. Okay, we're gonna make a new layer. Call that paint over. And this is how I used to do things before, you know, before using like AI and that kind of thing. Let's just save this. I think we should be able to dump this in AI and get something, but I think like probably better than that is if I start painting on top of it, start doing some shading. Yeah, and you know, it's a pretty, I mean, as is, you could use this as is and dump this and start modeling off of this, because you know it informs what you should do, right? It's kind of informing what we should do to that you know, to the model, right? Okay, so I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy the music while I just go grab a little snack and a bathroom break. Be right back in like less than a minute. Okie dokie. xsinick. Be right back. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Let's see if we can continue with this thing. I'll try to wrap it up as quickly as I can. Let's do a fast paint on this. Okay. Just mirrored it onto my Wacom tablet. Okay, you know that's working. Gotta do a little bit of cleanup here. Okay, working on this some more. Okay, to me this design communicates kind of like what I want to do, you know, with the you wouldn't want to put those caution stripes there. And of course the insides, I don't think I want like this. Okay, so all this is supposed to do is communicate the idea of what it is we want. So I kind of simplified it up. You know, try to make certain elements a little more distinct. And I'll have to work on that door thing some more. Maybe it doesn't have all this stupid yellow in there. Maybe it's just kind of a gray. Something like that. I'll work that out. But yeah, basically simplified it down. Kind of call out the parts I need, that I wanted to call out and that kind of thing. Yeah, something we could model easily. And of course, the option is always there to add more detail. Okay, so I'm gonna call that a stream. I know we just did kind of like photo bash, a little kind of photo bash kind of concept, but it's all good, guys. This is how this works, You do as much as you could within the time that your brain could take as much. I think someone asked me that one time. They're like, man, you're a robot. You do like a lot of that stuff, without getting tired of it. No, I do get tired of it. Believe me, I do get tired of it sometimes. But it's also fun, right? So it's kind of like, you're tired of it, but then it's fun, so. I want to change what's going on with the floor there. There you go. That kind of brightens that up, gives it a, so the part kind of returns down. Turn that down a bit. put the paint back on. Okay, I believe this guy is almost ready to be colored. Like, what if we add some like color to those things that's sticking up? I don't know. You know, of course, you can add like a lot of dirt and that kind of thing, which is, you know, the thing to do. You know, you'll do that kind of thing within this kind of thing. Let's just try to square this away a little bit. Oops. Yeah, I believe more stuff could happen to the sides of this, but I think this is fine for now. Let's just move on. So the next stream we'll start modeling this thing. Yeah, didn't expect it to be this complex, but it should add an interesting element, and I've been wanting an element that could be used as a kind of like a jungle Jimmy kind of puzzle PC type thing that you could use to build other things out of. So I think this is pretty cool. All right, guys. So yeah, that's it. Okay, that's the design so far. So next stream we'll jump into modeling this. We're more informed about, you know, what we could do with this. Alright guys, see you later. xsinick out. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging in there and thanks for checking me out. Enjoy the rest of your Friday afternoon. Peace. In the Middle East. Aha.
want to know what you are. You used to live in the walled city of the Consortium. You were cut away from your bodies. You can't remember because the Consortium wiped your mind. One felony conviction saves the lives of 10 citizens. Only your brain is of no use to the Consortium. And your brain is tainted. We don't know why they keep us alive. To what end? But it has been this way for generations. I had to unlock you. Otherwise, you would have wandered aimlessly till your batteries failed and your brains suffocated. I chose life for you. I will always choose life. But for those of you ensnared in the illusions of the past, the mirror can tell you who you once were.
The mirror? What's that?
What is the mirror?
The mirror reads the traces of your mind. She knows your histories, your crimes.
Consortium Criminal Code, Article 1-1A, Felony, Treason, Article 1-1B, Felony, Terrorism, Crimes against the Consortium, a terrorist attack at the Tacoma Walled City, a political dissident,